Spring runoff is pretty much over in Wyoming, and for anglers, it means even more waters to access. With that in mind, the Wyoming Game and Fish encourages anglers to grab a copy of the latest regulations and bone up on those regulations for the region that you're headed to. Page 7 of the regs will get you headed that way. Statewide regulations are actually on page 3 and pages 20 through 24, but here you'll get oriented to the next steps on your adventure. A key thing to know from the regulations if you catch some fish is how many you can keep. Wyoming regulations clearly say, except as otherwise provided, no person shall harvest and keep during any one day or have in possession more than the number and length of game fish specified in the creel limits, which are found on the same page for various fish species. There are exceptions also outlined in the regulations in each region, but except as otherwise provided, the total combined creel and possession limit for trout, regardless of waters a person is fishing, cannot be more than 6 per day or in possession. That means the fish you may have in your freezer at home, too. Those fish you do keep need to be kept in a manner that species and numbers can be determined. If you're in an area where length limits apply, you'll need to keep that entire fish intact while in transit or in the field. You can clean the fish and remove gills, though. Anglers should also browse through the whole booklet because there's lots of interesting things to learn on everything from bait to fishing contests, what to do if you come across a check station, and various terms and definitions that anglers should know. Finally, don't forget your license and conservation stamp when you go fishing. Resident youth under 14 do not need one, and their creel limit is the same as an adult. A non-resident youth under 14 can fish without a license, provided that they are fishing with an adult who does have a license, but their creel limit is also applied to the adult with that license. Non-resident youth under 14 can have their own full creel limit if they buy a non-resident youth annual or daily fishing license. Regulations are online on the Game and Fish website or at licensed selling agents in Wyoming. Hit the subscribe button to see more videos from the Wyoming Game and Fish Department.